Will Dave and Alice get their night out? Or does it end in tragedy? Will the rat ever stop squeaking for food? This is the story of Dave, who moved from his home, where he had a very hungry cat, and came here, where he was constantly awoken by a hungry rat. He tried many ways to feed the rat, and many times the rat died, but was instantly replaced by another. You see, I am telling this story, because I was there, I had a small shop, and Dave was one of my regular customers. Welcome to my store. Do you want to buy item? Yay, thanks for shopping, come again soon. I got curious one day, because he was always buying cheese. Most of the time he was a good customer, but we did fall out on a few occasions, as you will find out.
Bruh.
Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy.
Dave decided to try a new tactic, to stop the rat feeling hungry. Even though, it involved taking stuff from my storeroom. This seemed to satisfy the rat for the time being, so Dave went to get some rest in the fresh air. He found a bench and got some well-deserved rest, away from the squeaking rat. When he woke up, he saw a diner, so went inside to have a look. This is when he first met Alice, the kind, friendly, beautiful Alice.
Hi, welcome to Alice's Diner. Are you going to order anything or just stare at me? You're making me uncomfortable. Although you do have nice eyes. Oh. I'm flattered. Is this your first time in town? I haven't seen you around here before. It must get musty down there. How do you put up with it? Oh, I hope you can manage it. But it must be nice that you don't have to worry about rent. Ha! I suppose you could sleep in the back of the store if you'd like to. It's a bit dusty, but definitely not as bad as underground. Ha! I would have to give you the key though. I guess I could give you it. Here you go, have fun back there.
Thanks, you're very kind.
Dave was still very tired, and didn't take much notice of how smelly he was, or indeed how kind Alice had been to a complete stranger. Dave wanted to repay Alice for her kindness, but before seeing her again, he needed to wash off the smell of the sewer. He decided to repay her kindness with a small gesture.
I would like to purchase this for a young lady I know.
Well, aren't you the smoothie? That's for money, please. Are you taking her on a date?
Hell no, I just want to sleep on her couch.
Haha, Dave was always the joker. I think he was just a bit embarrassed that he had been smitten by the lovely Alice.
Hi Alice, how are you today? I bought you this red rose.
Oh, why did you do that?
Because you are the best looking lady in this game.
Why does it smell like poop?
Well, I had to buy it in my local corner shop, down in the sewers. Anyway, I was wondering if you would like to come out for a meal with me tonight.
Well, the thing is, there is only one place to eat out in this town, and I work here, which means I would be serving and cooking for us, not much of a night out.
Okay, so what if I cook you something at your place instead? You look like you need a night off.
That sounds amazing. Can you cook?
No. But I'm coming up with a recipe for roast rat.
Well, don't knock it till you try it, right? Here's my key.
Great. I will get sleeping. I meant cooking, definitely cooking.
There is some money in my bedroom, if you need extra ingredients.
He couldn't believe how kind Alice was being to him. He was determined to make a nice meal, but first, some more sleep.
Has she got anything to cook?
Nope.
Oh look, she left me some shopping money. The bed is a bit stiff. Oh cool, a TV.
Two hours later.
Hey Alice, if we are having roast rat, I first need to catch one.
That would certainly help. Are you sure you know how to cook a rat?
There's a first time for everything, how hard could it be? I will go and catch one, and see you later.
Okay, good luck.
He had a trap to catch the rat, so now he needed some bait, and he knew how much the rat loved cheese. Wow, you really like cheese, huh? Well, that didn't go to plan, but he knew there would be plenty more rats.
Hi Alice, I caught one, but he got a bit squashed. Could I have the key to your storeroom again? Thanks. I'm gonna fatten up another one.
Looks like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, totally, no problem. I just need to take a frozen burger to a guy who lives in a cave who will grant me a magical burger that will entice the world's biggest rat, or something along them lines.
Ha! You have such a wild imagination. Good luck.
The burger within calls to a new victim. The day of reckoning will fall upon us soon, when the Forsaken One will consume it. Are you the Forsaken One? This is worthy. The Forsaken is now in your hands.
Okay, whatever you say, Bob. Keep taking those pills, see ya. This rat catching is not so easy. That one floated off to heaven. I need to have a think about it for 10 minutes. I would like to buy this smoothie for my rat.
Sir, I'm not sure that is a smoothie.
Because he is permanently hungry, and I can never get any sleep.
But sir,
You see, I used to have a cat that did the same. Which is why I moved away and ended up here, living in a sewer. Come to think of it, why is there a shop in the sewers? I suppose that is what they call a killer smoothie. That shop keeps selling me bad food. Everything I give to the rat kills him. I need a fresh, healthy dead rat. Somebody needs to get rid of all that bad food in the shop.
I think this might have been where Dave started to unravel. Things were constantly going wrong for him. Don't throw away my items. Stop throwing out my items. Why are you doing this? Stop! Get out of my shop. I had to kick him out of my shop. He thought all my stock was bad, but he was clearly losing the plot. A bit like all you viewers.
Hey there, pretty hot day out, huh? What's that? You looking for some tools? Well then, it's your lucky day. Here's a free screwdriver.
You! Didn't I just kick you out? Get out of my shop.
I'll be back.
Hey Alice, I was thinking I should maybe spice it up a bit. I've heard that rat is rather a dull taste. I'm gonna need those keys again.
Oh. You are really thinking about this. You really don't need to go to so much effort. Here's the key, you can keep it, then you won't have to keep editing this sketch out of the video.
Yeah, thanks, but don't tell the viewers, because they will think Editor Dave is a genius, and nobody wants that. I will give this a try.
So Dave continued to try and fatten up, and then catch a rat.
On second thoughts, maybe not a spicy meal for our first date. I'm going to make something special.
I can't wait, it sounds delectable.
Editor Dave, we need a frontal shot. Mind you don't fall down the hole. I found a nice rat, but I need to fatten him up a bit, so I'm going to get a few more treats for him.
You really know how to spoil a lady.
Ha, yeah sure, well, why not? I will just take another burger, and I will get cooking.
Dave was a bit distracted by Alice's comment, and accidentally picked up the wrong thing.
I guess I picked up raw chicken by mistake.
Every time Dave got a rat interested and started to fatten it up, he managed to kill it. He was going to have to come up with a new plan, so he went for a break.
Maybe Alice would like fish instead.
Dave thought it might be easier having fish for their dinner. So he went to do some fishing.
I will catch some fish instead.
Dave wasn't a quitter, you have to give him that. After a great fishing session, Dave also made a lot of money and had his fish for dinner.
I need to cook this fish.
Or rather, didn't have his fish, because it was now dissolved in acid. Looks like the fish is off, so it's back to rat season. Time was running out for his dinner date, so he needed a rat very quickly.
Now I need to fatten up another rat quickly. Hurry it up, potty head.
Fattening up rats was taking too long, he needed a quicker solution.
Hey there, pretty hot day out, huh? What's that? You're looking for some tools. Well then, it's your lucky day, here's a free screwdriver.
Thanks, I was told about a place to get some rats, because I am cooking dinner for a beautiful young lady, and I have had a hell of a day.
Rather than one big rat, he now had many small ones. Maybe he was getting somewhere.
Now I have the rat. I need to get back to Alice's house and cook it.
He had been walking past this zombie all day and chose to investigate.
You want my help? Can I trust you? You're harmless and want to get out of the acid. I'm not sure. Well, okay, I'll help you. That's it. I've had enough of this town. I'm sorry, Alice, but I am going to have to steal your car, so I can go back to my cat Maxwell. At least I didn't have to live in a sewer.
Resorting to theft is never a good idea, you will always get caught. He got arrested. Dave spent the rest of his life in a mental institution. Alice continued working at the diner. She never married or tried roast rat. If you enjoyed this crazy video, please hit the like and maybe consider subbing if you wanna. Thanks for watching, love ya.